It is late summer. The spring crops are finished, some of your beds are empty, and most gardeners at this point assume the growing season is winding down, that the best harvests are behind them, and it is time to wait for next year. They are wrong. Late summer is one of the most productive planting windows of the entire gardening year, and most gardeners walk straight past it every single season. Stacey Murphy is going to show you exactly what to plant right now and how to calculate whether you still have time so that you are harvesting fresh food all the way through November.
Kale, collards, those are things that you can harvest whenever you want. And so you can plant them and you can get a great fall harvest regardless. But if you plant something like broccoli and you're waiting for a head to form, sometimes those crops will let you down because the days start getting shorter, you get an unusual frost, and your head, like you don't ever get your broccoli. And so those are a little trickier. You want to give them a little bit more time just to make sure that you have enough time. And know that if your broccoli doesn't head, you can eat all of the broccoli leaves and the stem. It's still delicious. So
this Q&A was recorded at a past Grow Your Own Vegetables event where Stacey Murphy answers the question every late summer gardener asks and reveals the free tool that calculates exactly what you can still plant today. For more information, free resources, and gentle guidance, you can find us at growyourownvegetables.org. And to grow alongside other gardeners just like you, join our free community at gyov.org.
All right, so I see a question from JP from Washington, and his question is, what can I still plant now for a fall harvest? So you are in luck. You're in Washington, D.C. So I've grown quite a bit in New York City, and I'm wondering if D.C. is about the same temperature cycle. So in Brooklyn, we get our first frost around November 15th on average. Now, we've had some cold moments. One time I was harvesting in the snow on October 31st, so that happens every once in a while. And sometimes we don't get our frost until December 15th. But November 15th is a good day for us to plant in Brooklyn. And I think Washington, D.C., you're going to be fairly similar because you're a little bit south. We get some coastal heat, and we also get city heat in Brooklyn. Everything is like 10 degrees warmer in the city, maybe even 20 degrees warmer in the surrounding area. So we have a nice heat island effect from the city. So currently it's the beginning of August, and anything that is like some of your cold weather crops that are going to love the fall, things like broccoli, cabbage, bok choy, any of those Japanese greens, like Japanese cabbage or tatsoi is a very beautiful one. Spinaches you can still get, and you can get kale and collards if you don't already have those in your garden. So those are all, a lot of those are in the cabbage family, and they're also, some of them are mustards, and then spinach is its own family. And you could also get carrots and beets and radishes, some of those root vegetables you could also get. So
Screenshot this. This is your complete late summer planting list from Stacey Murphy. Every single one of these crops can go in the ground right now, and most of them will be harvesting before your first frost.
So here's how you figure it out, JP. So I don't have a slide of this right now, but I'm going to go to the Johnny's website, and I'm going to give that to you in just a minute, exactly what that is. So Johnny's Seeds, their website is Johnny, JOHNNYSEEDS.com. So johnnyseeds.com. Now, what I love about their website, this is a website where a lot of farmers buy their seeds on the East Coast. Now, if you click on the link that says Learn on their website in orange, there across the screen there's orange, and there's a tab that says Learn, and you go to Tools and Calculators. So you can do some really cool stuff with their calculators. So they have plans. They have a seed quantity calculator where you can calculate how many seeds you need. And they have, underneath that, they have plant, and it says seed starting date calculator. It also has a fall harvest planting calculator. So I'm going to go to the one that says fall harvest planting calculator. And it's a little download. It's an Excel spreadsheet. And when you open it, what you're going to find is, I'm opening it now, just so I have it on my screen so I can talk clearly about it. When you open it on your screen, what's cool is they have all the different crops from beets, broccoli, Brussels sprouts, cabbage, carrots, cauliflower, celery. Oh, I love growing celery. All of these crops, kale, kohlrabi, baby lettuce, peas, radish, and then they basically have a date at the top. It says enter average first frost date for your area below. So when you enter the date and when you open this calculator, the default date says October 1st. And then for each crop, it says when to plant it. So I'm going to put in, just to be on the safe side, I'm going to put in October 25th, or I'm going to put in October 30th. I'm guessing that DC, that probably works for you. So I enter that date, and what comes up is that if you wanted to plant beets, you would want to plant them on August 18th in order for them to come to full maturity. So that's still doable for you, right? And when you want to plant broccoli is August 7th, so it might be a little bit too late for that if your average first frost date is October 30th. And you can go down the list and just see which vegetables are available. So they use an average harvest period here in this particular calculator, but you can go to their site and do this math yourself. And here's how you do it. If, let's say there is a cabbage variety that is 60 days to harvest. Typically, I find that 60 days is for a seedling that I transplant. It's not like I don't put the seed in the ground for the cabbage and it's ready 60 days later. I typically find that if I have a seed, I usually plant it 4 weeks later, it's about ready to transplant. And then 60 days after that, it's ready for harvest if it's the usual season. But in the fall, the days start getting shorter, right? So here is where the magic comes in. So this is just a really simple rule of thumb for people where the days are getting shorter and the sun and the temperatures are dropping. I would add 2 weeks. So if 60 days, I would add 14 days to that. So I would say 74 days until that cabbage is going to mature fully.
Write this down. Every days to maturity number on your seed packet assumes peak summer sun hours. But in autumn, those hours shrink. So you need to add 2 weeks to every crop you plant from now to keep your harvest timeline accurate.
So you can do one of two things. You can go to nurseries and find baby transplants that are ready to go into your garden. And then those are going to be much better suited to getting that fall harvest. Now, here's a couple tips. When you're picking which fall harvest crop, kale, collards, those are things that you can harvest whenever you want. And so you can plant them and you can get a great fall harvest regardless. But if you plant something like broccoli and you're waiting for a head to form, sometimes those crops will let you down because the days start getting shorter, you get an unusual frost, and your head, like you don't ever get your broccoli. And so those are a little trickier. You want to give them a little bit more time just to make sure that you have enough time. And know that if your broccoli doesn't head, you can eat all of the broccoli leaves and the stem. It's still delicious. So that's something that I think about when I'm planning out my fall crops is if it's a root crop like a carrot, a beet, broccoli, so root crops, carrots and beets. If it is a heading crop like broccoli or cabbage, I give those a couple extra weeks, even beyond the 2 week window that I already said, because I really want to make sure that I am able to harvest them. So I hope that helps. So in my opinion, if you're in DC, if you can find transplants for cabbage and broccoli and kale and collards, those are all great things that could go in the ground. If you can find seeds for lettuces, spinach, radish, carrots and beets, all of those things can go in the ground. And when it starts to get a little cooler, like let's say the end of August, you could probably start putting some peas in the ground because the days will be cooler. And by the time spring happens, so peas love the cool weather, and so you can be eating pea sprouts. And even if the peas don't get to the maturity of actually having peas, you're going to find that you have a lot of pea shoots. So
this is the most surprising crop on Stacey's late summer list. Peas in August. Most gardeners associate peas with spring, but autumn gives them the cool weather they love. And even if the pods do not fully form, you'll still get pea shoots ready to harvest in weeks.
So that's another crop that you could be thinking about. And Swiss chard is always another great one as well. It's very, very cold hardy, and you can eat the leaves consistently, so you don't have to wait around for the heading to happen. All right, so I hope that helps, JP. I hope that gives you some tools to understand how to calculate those days. And in the next call, I can do a quick chart for you just to go back to that idea real quick. Okay. So Catherine says, she says, forgot to mention the greenhouse has a misting fan. I started using this tool when I showed horses in the summertime in New Mexico. Got it. So Catherine, you are, it sounds like you're doing some evaporative cooling. Is that what's going on with that misting fan? And so you want to be able to turn it on for short periods of time. So I have used a timer. I wish I had a photo of it with me. I have used a timer that you can set for multiple times of the day, but I don't know if it was possible to do it every hour. I might need to do some research on that one and see if I have a question or an answer for you. What I have also seen people do is if one timer didn't do it, I've seen people set up their system so that there's like a valve and then there's multiple timers. So that's another possibility if you can't find a single timer that can be set to turn on every hour. My gut says that it's a memory issue for the timer, and so they might only allow you to do it every couple of hours or 4 times a day versus like every hour. So I'll do some research. And Catherine, any other idea or any other helpful information that you could share with me about what exactly you're looking for would be helpful. All right, I'm gonna go back to the slides, and I'm going to go to another question. So where is it? So I got this question from Elizabeth in Lake Havasu, Arizona, and her question is, what shape and size Oya is most effective in raised gardens and container gardens? So for those of you who are unfamiliar with Oyas, this is my new infatuation, and it is my plan to do some research and development on Oyas now that I am spending some time out in the desert. So these are fabulous questions, and nobody has done the research. I've seen very little research done on spacing of Oyas and yields and how much water is conserved. So I think there's a body of data that needs to be collected around this topic. So
think about where you were at the start of this video, standing in front of empty beds in late summer, assuming the best harvests were behind you. Now look at what you know. Broccoli, cabbage, kale, collards, bok choy, spinach, carrots, beets, radishes, peas, and Swiss chard, all of them can go in the ground right now. Add 2 weeks to every days to maturity number because autumn days are shorter and plants slow down. Use the free fall harvest calculator at johnnyseeds.com to know exactly when each crop needs to go in. And remember, even if broccoli does not head, eat the leaves. Even if peas do not pod, eat the shoots. Nothing in your autumn garden is ever wasted. Stacey Murphy has been harvesting fresh food through November for years. Now you have the window. Now you have the list. And this autumn, your garden is not empty. You are not the gardener with empty beds in late summer anymore. You are the one who plants kale in August, who puts peas in at the end of the month, who adds 2 weeks to every days to maturity and harvests confidently through November. If you want to keep learning from Stacey Murphy, there is a whole community of gardeners growing extraordinary food through every season, completely free at growyourownvegetables.org. This Q&A was recorded at a past Grow Your Own Vegetables event, and what Stacey just shared with you took her years of growing, failing, and figuring out to discover. Now imagine sitting down with 15 experts exactly like her. 15 of the most respected gardeners, herbalists, and soil scientists on the planet, each sharing the single most powerful lesson they know, the insight that changed everything about how they grow food, the thing they wish someone had told them at the beginning. Clinical herbalists who can turn your garden into a medicine cabinet, soil scientists who will change how you see every handful of dirt, food growers who have fed entire communities from a backyard. All of it waiting for you right now, completely free at the Superfood Garden Summit. Go to growyourownvegetables.org/summit, register in 30 seconds, and start watching immediately.